You're in a complex and emotionally charged situation involving the legacy of your late wife, Anna, and your new relationship with Laura. After Anna passed away in a car accident, you discovered that she had been unfaithful to you with multiple men, which included giving you an STD. Despite the turmoil in your marriage, you decided to protect her family's feelings by presenting a positive image of her after her death. Anna's family, especially her mother and sister, expect you to speak about her as if she were a perfect person and seem to feel uncomfortable when you don't show enthusiasm for reminiscing about her. Since you started dating Laura, Anna's family has become even more vocal about their expectations. They frequently bring up Anna in conversations and seem to pressure you to reflect positively on her memory, which has put a strain on your current relationship. They often react negatively when you don't speak about Anna in a way that aligns with their idealized version of her, and Anna's sister has even insinuated that you didn't love Anna, which resonates with some truth considering the state of your marriage before her death. While you've moved on and are happy with Laura, this constant reminder of your past is affecting both your mental well-being and your relationship. Laura has faced backlash from Anna's friends and family as well, leading to tension and discomfort in social situations. Recently, Anna's mother went so far as to express her disappointment at your engagement to Laura, suggesting that it was too soon, despite the fact that 4 years have passed since Anna's death. You've weighed the emotional burden of keeping Anna's infidelity a secret against the impact it has on your life today. The idea of revealing the truth about Anna's actions is tempting, as it might relieve you of the pressure to conform to the family's expectations. However, you are concerned about the potential fallout from such a disclosure. You wonder whether you would be in the wrong for telling them the full story about your marriage and Anna's unfaithfulness, and whether doing so might finally allow you to embrace your current relationship with Laura without the shadow of Anna's memory lingering over it. You also recognize that this situation is complicated by family dynamics. Thomas, Anna's brother, has been supportive and values your friendship, which provides some comfort amidst the familial tension. However, navigating the relationships between both families is challenging, especially with the close ties they share. You are at a crossroads, seeking clarity on whether honesty about your past would ultimately be a liberation or further complicate your life. The situation I previously shared about Anna in the aftermath of our marriage has been a complicated journey, and I wanted to provide an update as many have reached out for more information. First, I appreciate all the responses and the support I've received. When I initially sought advice on Reddit, I was overwhelmed by the number of comments and couldn't respond to everyone. But your concern truly meant a lot to me. I'm sharing this update because I often find it frustrating when stories don't have resolutions, and I believe it's important to provide clarity on my experience. While discussing Anna, I feel compelled to clarify that she wasn't a monster. She loved me deeply. I saw the way she spoke about me to others, and I know she worried about our marriage. She actively sought advice on how to repair things, showing that she cared about us. The core issue, however, was that Anna had a kink I wasn't comfortable with. She approached me about it twice, once early in our relationship and again after we were married, but I was firm in my refusal both times and was quite judgmental about it. This left her feeling sexually frustrated, leading her to engage with other men who fulfilled that kink for her. I acknowledge that Anna was a terrible partner for cheating on me for years because of this kink, but I don't believe she was a terrible person. She made selfish and reckless choices, and unfortunately, they had devastating consequences for our marriage. Many people loved Anna, which is a testament to her character outside of our relationship troubles. Recently, I decided to talk to Thomas, who is Anna's brother, about everything that had been happening. I felt it was necessary because the way people perceived me as Anna's husband was affecting my life and my relationship with Laura. People wanted to remember me as a part of her life, but I found it increasingly painful to be reminded of my marriage. I expressed to Thomas and his wife that, while I still cared for Anna's family, I didn't love the person Anna had become before she died. I refrained from sharing my feelings earlier to avoid tarnishing Anna's memory for her family and friends. I thought it would only cause unnecessary pain. However, This decision weighed heavily on me, especially since I felt compelled to maintain the facade of a perfect marriage when in reality, we were likely headed for divorce even without the recent revelations. When I finally spoke to Thomas and his wife about my concerns, I wanted to offer them the option to learn more or remain unaware of the situation. Thomas was keen to know everything, so I shared the details, including that Anna had been with multiple men and that one affair lasted for at least 3 years. It was a difficult conversation. Thomas expressed his anger not at me but at the situation. He called Anna foolish multiple times, which made me regret bringing everything to light, fearing I might have made things worse. After some time apart to process, Thomas called me back, and we had an emotional reunion. He and his wife were supportive and expressed their sadness over the situation. Ultimately, I told Thomas that my main desire was to move forward and find happiness with Laura. He reassured me that he would manage his family's feelings regarding the situation, suggesting that I distance myself from them and Anna's friends for a while. Our bond as brothers remains intact, which is a comfort amidst all this turmoil. Since then, my ex-sister-in-law reached out, admitting she had known about Anna's infidelity, but thought we were working through it. She apologized for ignoring Anna's flaws after her passing, acknowledging that this denial was unhealthy for both her and her mother. She offered her support, and while my ex-in-laws don't know the full story, we've agreed to keep it that way. Moving forward, I plan to maintain a relationship with my father-in-law, who is a good friend of my new father-in-law, and we've talked about spending time together, perhaps going fishing or to the bar occasionally. On a positive note, Laura and I have decided to speed up our wedding planning. Initially, we considered a long engagement, but we both realized that we know what we want. We're looking at a wedding in March or April, and I couldn't be happier about this new chapter in my life.